Also understanding that veterans' wounds are can be invisible. Understanding that you are just not alone and it's okay. Come out, make the phone call, and see what's available for you to get what you need to, continue on and be healthy, like all the way around.
Hey Alex, how
Hey
are you?
Alyssa, how's it
Good.
going?
That was a
Good,
great
Zach.
weekend.
How are
Well,
you?
I've got
We're not sleeping in busy projects.
How about you? How's your family navigate that new journey for
All right, I
him?
appreciate that. Thank you, Shannon.
I'm Laverne Santangelo. I am retired military. I served in the Michigan Army National Guard for 23 years, and I've been retired since 2009. I was in a military police unit. Civilian side, I have been working in mental health. I think I'm going to say for off and on for like a really long time, long before I even decided to do it, to become an actual professional in it. I am a licensed professional counselor here in the state of Michigan. I also teach yoga, and I specialize in grief yoga. Throughout the years, we developed a couple of really great events that celebrate our veterans and also assist our veterans with resources. We also have that's coming up on June 21st is our I Am the Storm event, which is huge. I mean, that is really huge. I'm very proud of the work that the committee has done to honor female vets because female vets tend to fall into that population of not being seen. And I'm so happy and so proud that our committee has kind of really led the way in shining the light on what's happening with female veterans out here in the community and active duty people. What our committee does is just not about veterans. I know it says Veterans Affairs Committee, but it's even active duty veterans that can be a part of it. And we've also have two peer groups. And so our Veterans Care Affairs Committee even has people outside of CNS, that are working with us. The veteran navigators from the various counties. We have Macomb, Detroit, and Oakland, all there working with us to help impact and make the veteran community, make those people who have served, better, offer them resources. There's a lot out there and there's a lot to still be done too. And one of the things, I think veterans really have to, because for years we've operated in that suck it up, drive on. That's, a phrase that we have in the army, and it's still across the military in general. You don't feel anything, and that type of thinking and that thought process and that was put into our minds, for a reason, and that's a whole, separate conversation and talk within itself. But that's a lot of it. We have to be strong. We can't show, it's so deeply embedded with us because it's mission first, mission first, mission first. And a lot of times when you're running with that mission first mindset all the time, it can seep over into your personal life, right? And so everybody comes first except for yourself as the veteran when it comes to mental health, when it comes to emotional health, all of that. It all starts to come first. And so I think one of the first things veterans have to do is recognize that it's okay to be tired. It's okay to accept that you've experienced some things that are not great, in your life. You're not feeling good mentally, and saying, you know what, I really need to go and get some help. Being okay with it, and also knowing that there's people, you're surrounded by other people that are probably feeling some of the same things. okay, and experiencing some of this, and we and have had all the same experiences, right? Of being on the battlefield, serving, being away from your family, those types of experiences, all of those wear you down on on your mental health. And we have to be okay with saying, you know what, now I need to take care of myself. And it's okay to do that. I've taken care of my country, I've taken care of my family, I've made some sacrifices. Let me make a sacrifice and, of my time, and take care of myself and be okay with that. So
Yep.
I think that's a big thing veterans can do. That's the first step. And then that second step is reach out because there is a lot that's out there. There is veteran navigators now in every county in the state of Michigan, in most counties, I would say, or there's a veteran navigator that represents two or three different counties, and veteran navigators work with veterans to help connect them to much needed resources, mental health, physical health, housing, employment, those types of things. So you can reach out, and that's just making a phone call to your community mental health agency and just kind of go through there. So those are some steps that you can take, that they can take. Seeing us, I mean, seriously, that's us. As far as we know, as far as community mental health, especially if they're already connected with some of the community mental health, the first thing I will talk about is Women Veterans Strong. That is a female support group that runs the second Tuesday of every month. And I facilitate that group at CNS. And it's all veterans, female vets. It's all, and it facilitated. All of us that facilitate the groups throughout the state are veterans. Okay. And it's a peer support group. We're not there to fix anyone. We're not there. We are there to listen and support each other. Even the facilitator, as myself, those women that attend that group are my peers. And we talk on a lot of mental health topics to support each other, through the month and to help us get by. And then also, it's a great group to like network and find out what other resources there are. That group is definitely connected to CNS and it's open to anybody. If you don't live in Oakland County, there's groups in Macomb County. There's groups, Livingston County, other Macomb County groups. That's Women Veterans Strong. And CNS was one of the first groups, a few years ago. They were one of the first organizations that offered, that group on a monthly basis. Okay. So that's females. And then now we have a male veteran support group that's also ran by a peer from OCHN. So they meet 2 times a month. They meet like in 6-week intervals. And so various topics. And again, it's not like a psychotherapy group or anything like that. It's a peer support, peer led group. And that's something that they can also attend. Okay. With that CNS. And so that's just calling up, and you don't have to be a person served. Again, for any of those groups, anybody can attend those groups at CNS, peer led, all veterans that are in those groups. There's also a lot of, there are online groups where veterans are supported. There's veteran yoga. I mean, there's just all kind of different things that are just coming up. One of the things that I want to emphasize too, with us being in Michigan, it's going to take a little bit more probably to find those groups at times, because Michigan is not an active duty state. And when I say active duty, meaning we don't have an active duty military base here. We don't have an active duty military base. Selfridge is not considered, they have the Selfridge Air Guard, but they're a National Guard unit. When you tend to have an active duty base, there's people, a lot of people that have retired in the area. The resources are like just all over the place, how you can access them. And so when you live in the state of Michigan, you kind of have, like Michigan, you kind of have to dig a little bit more. But there is a lot out there, more coming, and we can still use more, if that makes sense. It's okay. Again, it's okay. There's help out here. As a veteran myself, to transparency, I've been there. I've been there. I know what it's like. I have a lot of friends and battle buddies. We've all been there. You are not alone. And there is a huge network of veterans that are out here that are ready, who have walked the walk and who have gotten help, who are ready to assist and support. Yeah, don't be afraid to pick up that call. No judgment. At least I know no judgment for me. And I know the battle buddies and the friends and the people that I am currently working with and volunteering with and serving with, we are no judgment. We're all of them. I speak highly of all of them, all passionate about what we do and why we do what we do, because we all have walked the walk. And again, you are just not alone, and it's okay. Come out, make the phone call, and see what's available for you to get what you need to, continue on and be healthy, all the way around. So don't be afraid. Get help. We'll direct you.